I tried some beer whiskey and I don't think it turned out too great. Very rarely, if ever, on this channel have I done a review and not liked something. The last time I did these, I did not like them at all. And I really thought I would. So what this is Charbet. If you watched my How Whiskey's Made video, we went through the process of how whiskey's made, right? So before you distill whiskey, you have what you call you have what is called a distiller's beer. So that is when you've taken your mash, your whatever grain you're using, and it's fermented. And you're kind of at that 13, 14, 15% ABV. You take that product and then you distill it, you boil it, and then you get the vapors and they cool back down to liquid, blah, 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 right? That's what whiskey is. In the same way, wine and brandy are similar, right? So I'm gonna kind of paint this picture for you so you understand this. Beer and wine are on the same kind of level. They're fermented grain or fermented fruit. Brandy would be take that fermented fruit and distill it, right? So it's fruit liquor. And then whiskey is take that fermented grain and distill it. So whiskey and brandy, and then beer and wine. That kind of makes sense, kind of helps me. Okay, this is an actual finished beer that is distilled. So when you're taking your distiller's beer, there's no hops in it. It's not like ready to put in a bottle and put on the shelf. It's a very raw, robust, undone product because it's not beer, right? It's called distiller's beer because it tastes like a yeasty, doughy beer, right? It's beer-like. But beer that you're actually gonna put into a bottle is gonna go through more steps, go through filtration and cold filtering, and also you're gonna add hops to it, right? You don't add hops to whiskey. So that's a big thing, which it was what kind of threw me off with this. This was a finished beer product ready to be put in a bottle that was just distilled instead. And so we're gonna try them, okay? So imagine taking a bottle of Sam Adams or Bud Light, distilling it and making whiskey. Like that's what this is. Okay, here we go. Again, I did this about a month ago and I did not like them. And I still kind of don't. Like, I will say it's better than I remember, but I'm not an IPA fan anyways. I don't like the sours and the hops, and I don't like that. I'm a darker, and I don't know beer very well, so I'm probably gonna get these categories wrong, but like ales, like brown ales and red ales, amber ales, and like stouts, even like barrel-aged stouts. Like I like the darker beers, even some like Belgian blondes and some like stuff like that, but it just smells like that's literally what it smells like. And I know there's some kind of connection between hops and like they're not far off. They're like a very similar plant. Don't quote me on that because I don't know much about either one of those either. If anyone knows about this kind of stuff, like if you're a beer guy, tell me what's going on here with the hops. All right, I'm gonna give it a little sip. Also, there's gonna be a few weeks of me spitting whenever I'm drinking. We got Lent going on, so I'm not drinking right now, but I'm trying to hide that a little bit, right? It's just not good. It tastes like a really high proof IPA. That's really what and again, I'm not an IPA fan anyway, so it's sour and fermented note and funky and sour as in terms of like soured grain, feet. It's just not good. I'm gonna give that a 36. I'm gonna give it a 36. I figured this one would be kind of more up my alley. I was like, I probably even like this one, even after trying that. So this is a stout that was distilled. Let's go to the nose. I'm a bigger stout fan. That's why I said that. So it's definitely better than this. And I will say, I actually pick up some caramels and sugars in this. This almost smells like real whiskey. But I get a little bit of the hops in it as well. But it's not bad, but it ain't good. So I never got this on the first time I tried it. Honestly, when I drank that, because I actually drank that the first time I was doing these samples, this just filled my brain and my nose. I couldn't get it in my mouth. That is a like shredded wheat cereal, but no, not like the frosted mini wheats, but without the frosted. Like very raw, grainy wheat. A little bit of a malted, I want to say a caramel malted note, and caramel in the sense of how the malting is done, but not the sweetness of the caramel, if that makes sense. So it's like a toasty, malted grain note, malted wheat kind of note, but no sweetness. There's no sweetness on that palate. It's a earthy, bare palate. Earthy, malted grain note. They're just not good. I go to like a 43. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the nose and look at these notes. Okay, the R5, here's straight from the website. It's made from bottle ready Bear Republic's Brewery Racer 5 IPA beer. It was distilled in 2017 in a pot still. It's 6.5 years old in French oak barrels. It does not say charred, so I guess that's why it's so light. And then the proof is going to be 99. So they describe it, the tasting profile, as smoky French oak, vanilla, malted barley, balanced hops. Long and evolving finish with a finely tuned balance of whiskey and oak with hops and baking spices. If you think of the phrase smoky French oak and look for that instead of, honestly, I get it, and it becomes a lot more approachable. Sometimes tasting notes are good because it helps you, and this is what helped me with Scotch. I looked at notes, I had someone help me, and I found things I didn't find before, and then I couldn't get them out of my mind. So smoky French oak, yes. Vanilla, I mean, maybe the faintest vanilla. Malted barley and balanced hops, yes, I get that. Okay, the nose is better for me now. Okay, now, and that's how powerful your brain is, like just shifting your perspective. I'll give that nose, I'll bump that nose up to a 60. It's cool, it's unique, I appreciate it now. I smell that smoky French oak. I've never smelled that before, never had anything like that. So I like that. Okay, let's go to this stout. Okay, so again, from the website, the stout is made from bottle ready, fully brewed Bear Republic Big Bear Black Stout. Same company made the R5. Aged for 50 months in French oak barrels. Okay, so this is much darker. 50 months, what's the month? Why would they put months? Why would they put 50 months? That's like having a 5-year-old and being like, oh yeah, he's 400 months old. I don't even know, that's way off math. But just tell me how old your kid is in years. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. A rich palette of coffee, chocolate, and orange zest, unfolding layer after layer. Yes, chocolate oranges. Oh, that's actually really good. Isn't that wild how much things can change? And this is kind of the art of curation and doing a flight, like, oh, here's something, try it, see if you like it. Okay, cool, yeah, it's really raw, but like, if I can lead you to where it really is, I can make that experience so much better. And that's why all of this, the whiskey alcohol industry is an art form. That's become so pleasant. I actually like that. I really do, I like that. I'm gonna bump that nose up to a 70 at least. The tasting profile would be baking spices, roasted coffee, chocolate malt, vanilla, freshened orange zest and mint, and then a dark malt brown sugar finish, lingering traces of dry oak. This is also 99 proof. Still really hoppy on the palate, a little bit drier, like they said, and it is like dry oak. Like it tastes like I just licked some wood, right? Like, but that deep, dark malt, a little bit of orange zest on the palate. The nose is much better. I'm scared to say I kind of like that nose, to be honest. Try these things. And this is kind of an experience. This is a brand new experience for me. Try something you haven't tried before. Look for notes, right? Either go to their website or find somebody that's done before. Look for those notes, see if those can help you. Get a flavor wheel on Google. Go to Google and type in spirit flavor wheel or whiskey flavor wheel or table, whatever it is. Like, look for these things when you're drinking your whiskeys, and it will help you. It'll make it a better experience, and your palate will develop, and you'll be able to appreciate things that you didn't before. Y'all do what you will with that. I thought it was fun. I really did, even though I'm not over the moon about them at all. I still think they're, like, I'll never buy them, but I ended up kind of liking this one. I got a smoky French oak on that I've never had in my life before. So yeah, All right, I'll see you all in the next video. I wanna see your collections. I wanna see your special room, your man cave, or your dungeon, or your basement, whatever you've refinished and fixed up and your collection, right? I know some of y'all have some really extravagant things. So I want you to have someone take a video of you in the video, 15 to 20 seconds, just kind of a swipe of your room and your cabinet, done up and clean. Everything's really cool and lights are going. Like, I wanna see the best of what y'all have to offer. What we're gonna do is me and my brother are gonna vote on who has the best kind of setup. So not necessarily best bottles, but like kind of the best collection and setup and the coolest things. And then we're gonna give away 1 free month of my Whiskey of the Month trial membership, right? What I want you to do is take that 15 to 20 second video and email it to me. My email is going to be in the description on my homepage of YouTube, right? So looking forward to it.